Now, if you've been following my channel, you know I've been reviewing my share of AMD Ryzen laptops. Specifically, I reviewed the HP Envy X360, one of my favorites as far as the convertible 13-inch laptops are concerned. I reviewed the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5, a 14-inch convertible, also running that AMD Ryzen 5. Very good performance, great price to performance ratio. Now, I wanted to check out what Asus had to offer, so yesterday I picked up the Asus ZenBook 14 running the AMD Ryzen 5, but the catch here is this one actually has a dedicated or a discrete GPU. This is the NVIDIA GeForce MX350 GPU with 2 gigabytes of video memory. I wanted to see how the AMD Ryzen 5 paired with that GPU would perform. So I got it into the studio yesterday and I've been putting it through its paces. Hey everybody, it's Andrew and this is my unboxing and first look at the Asus ZenBook 14 running the AMD Ryzen 5 with the MX350 GPU. All new for 2020. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. This way you'll be alerted every time I upload a new video. Make sure you follow me on social media, especially Twitter and Instagram. I'll post all the updates on those platforms. And today's video is brought to you by our new members who have contributed this month to help support the channel. If you're interested in becoming a new member, hit that join button below. And in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Asus, I'm not being sponsored by Asus. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and no one is seeing this video before its release. This unit was purchased with my own money. I did not receive a review unit from Asus. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to review this laptop is because it is a great deal. Right now, you can pick it up for $549 over at Best Buy. That to me is a steal because this has not only the Ryzen 5 4500U processor, which I'm really impressed with, it also has the MX350 GPU. I wanted to see how these two would go together. And with that out of the way, let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open it up. Lifting the lid, you're greeted by the unit itself. We'll get to that in just a moment. You also get some documentation and warranty information as well. And you get a 65-watt power adapter that uses a barrel pin connector. Holding the unit for the first time, I'm actually really impressed with the build. It has a military standard A10G rating, so it's very durable. It also has a really nice color to it, and it's also very thin at 1.15 kilograms. This is certainly very portable. Okay, let's check out the port selection. We'll start off on the left side. We get your DC in, that's where you charge this laptop. You'll get your USB-A 3.2 Gen 2, and you also get an HDMI port for display out. You also get a USB-C port. Now, this supports data only. It doesn't support charge, so you cannot charge this laptop via USB-C, and that's a little bit of a negative, of course. Now, I will test it to see if it does display out, but I don't think it does. But again, I will report my findings in the full review. Now moving over to the right side, you get your audio jack. It's a 3.5mm audio jack, a USB-A port, and then a micro SD card reader for storage expansion. Now Asus makes it pretty easy for you to get inside this laptop, although you do need to remove the T5 Torx screws, and the 2 feet you see here, which have Phillips head screws underneath them, you will need to remove them. It does have a reusable adhesive, so you will be able to put those feet back when you're done. Now once all the screws are removed, pop off the bottom plate and you're in. Now once inside, you'll notice a single fan and it has a 50 watt-hour battery. I'll test battery life and charging times in the full review. Now as far as what's user upgradable, the SSD is user upgradable, so that's good, but unfortunately the RAM is soldered into the motherboard. You won't be able to upgrade that. Now my unit has 8 gigabytes of LP DDR4X RAM, but you could also get it with 16 gigabytes. Now, as far as wireless is concerned, it has Wi-Fi 6, which is great. That makes it future-proof, and it also has Bluetooth 5.0, all working well so far. Okay, let's talk about the display. What we're looking at here is a 14-inch display. It's an IPS display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. That is a full HD resolution. It also has an anti-glare coating or matte coating, giving you a really nice look. You don't have any unnecessary glare or reflections, and I like that. What we're looking at is really deep blacks, really good contrast on this, and it does cover the color gamut pretty well. We'll get into that in the full review. I'll give you all the numbers. It is also a bright display coming in around around 300 nits or so. Again, I will give you those numbers, but it is bright enough for both indoor and outdoor use since this is a matte coating display. So that's really good. Now, I also like the fact that it has a 92% screen to body ratio, very thin bezels. In fact, they're 2.9 millimeters thin, and that's pretty good, giving off a very nice, sleek, and modern look. You gotta love it. So this is the front-facing camera on the Asus ZenBook 14 running the AMD Ryzen 5, the 4500U. It also has the MX350 GPU. Really impressive so far. I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. This is a 720p, 30 frames per second infrared camera. That means it's Windows Hello compatible, allowing you to log in with face recognition. It's okay. I would say it's adequate for doing Skype, for Zoom, or any kind of work from your home needs. This will get the job done. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments section below. And for those wondering, yes, you can open the lid with one finger. Now, as far as the keyboard is concerned, I really like it. It has pretty good tactile feedback. Although the key travel is a bit on the shallow side, it does have a really good feel to it. Comfortable for typing so far. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. It also has a multi-stage backlight, allowing you to get work done in a dark room or a dimly lit environment. And I thought it worked really well. And it also has a precision touchpad working well so far, very responsive. Two-finger scrolling is buttery smooth, and all the Windows 10 gestures are working as advertised. And as I mentioned earlier, this has the AMD Ryzen 5 4500U CPU, which I've been super impressed with as of late, and this is no exception. Now, this is the first time I've seen it paired with the NVIDIA MX350 GPU. It has 2 gigabytes of video memory, and the results are pretty interesting. I actually noticed that the integrated Radeon graphics outperformed the MX350 so far in my early testing. Again, I still need to do more testing to see if that will hold up. Now, it does have 2 bottom-facing speakers. They're located towards the front of the device, and they actually sounded pretty good, surprisingly well, filling up the room pretty nicely. And the volume got pretty loud, and I thought there was a hint of bass. I'll give you an example of that in my full review, so stay tuned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so far so good. I am very impressed with the Asus ZenBook 14 running the Ryzen 5 with the MX350. Of course, I have a lot of testing to do, but so far the things that I'm really impressed with: bright, vibrant 14-inch display. It has a slim, lightweight design with an 810G military rating, giving it some durability. I like the excellent keyboard so far, although a little bit on the shallow side, but nothing terrible. And I like the precision touchpad working very well. It has pretty good speakers. I was not expecting that. I will give you examples in my full review, and you're going to expect really good performance out of that Ryzen 5 paired with that MX350 GPU, although I noticed those integrated graphics are outperforming that MX350. That looks pretty interesting. We'll expound on that a little bit more. But one of the things I really love about this, of course, is its great price, coming in right now at $550. Now, the negatives here, of course, no USB-C charging, no Thunderbolt 3 with AMD Ryzen right now, and of course, no 4K option when it comes to the display. None of those are deal breakers, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned, that full review is coming very soon. So what do you think about this bad boy, the ZenBook 14? I absolutely am loving it so far. First 24 hours in, and I am super impressed. Now, that AMD Ryzen processor on this has performed admirably so far. But again, I've just done my initial testing. I will put it through its paces to bring you that full review. I like the build quality. I like the thin and light design. I like that military standard 810G rating that this has, meaning this can take a licking and keep on ticking. Now, I'll test the battery life. It has a 50 watt-hour battery, as I mentioned, and I will, of course, test the thermals and performance. That's all coming up. But very, very impressive so far, 24 hours in. I think Asus has really hit a home run here, and I'm really, really impressed once again with that Ryzen 5. It really does a good job. And I think the best part about all of this so far is the build quality, the performance you get for a great price. This is at $550 right now over at Best Buy. I'll put the link below for more information and where you can get it. And I think it's just a great deal, and I look forward to putting it through its paces. Now, I actually love that 14-inch display. It's like a nano edge display of really thin bezels, really nice. It has that ergo lift hinge, great for when you lift it up. It gives you a nice viewing or typing angle. It also helps with the airflow, and it improves the sound as well. Now, this does have bottom-facing speakers, and they're actually pretty good so far. I'll give you a good example of it in that full review. but I'm really liking this and I can't wait to put it through its paces. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.